Good YouTube, Quinn Wade coming to you with that instant playoff basketball analysis on Analysis Playground on YouTube, exclusively on there forever. We're gonna talk about them Lakers. They didn't score 100. They didn't get it done, even though the Rockets didn't have KD in this one either, and they get blown out 115-96 against the Houston Rockets. The Rockets won the first quarter 26-21. They won the second quarter 30-26. They really got away from them in the third 34-18. And the Lakers was able to win the fourth quarter 31-25, but they was down by so much it didn't matter. LeBron was held to 10. He did drive and things like that. He also went 6-6 from the free throw line. He missed every single three, going 0-3 from the three-point line. He went 2-9 from the field. They did a good job of clogging up the lane, swarming, and forcing him basically to work more as a facilitator. And then he dared himself to attack sometimes anyway, and ended up getting 8 turnovers, which made easy opportunities for the Rockets to score throughout the entire game. But he still found a way to get 9 assists, and then he had 4 rebounds, 2 personal fouls, and was a minus 18 in plus minus. This is one of the worst LeBron playoff performances ever. But since he's older and he doesn't have as much help, kind of give him a pass a little bit in this one, although they still lost, and he was one of the main reasons why. Rui tried to knock down them jump shots, and it worked. He also finished around the rim. He had 13 points in 30 minutes. He went 6 of 10 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3. He had 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 turnover, 1 steal, and 1 block. 2 personal fouls, and was a minus 18 in plus minus. Ayton got ejected, but he still played 25 minutes before that and gave you 19 and did a good job of being physical in the paint, and also did a good job of scoring on smaller defenders and just finishing around the rim real well. He went 9 of 12 from the field, 1 of 1 from the free throw line. He had 2 turnovers, 2 offensive rebounds, 3 personal fouls. It was a minus 19 and plus minus. Marcus Smart, 31 minutes, he had 9 points. He went 3 of 8 from the field, 0 of 2 from 3, and 3 of 3 from the free throw line. Was very selective of how he wanted to attack and how he wanted to score. But ain't he always like that? He did have 5 assists, 2 rebounds, and 4 turnovers. 4 turnovers was a lot and too many in the circumstances that he was in. But not only that, he did still get 3 steals and 3 blocks. So he really played hard and really competed at a high level while also only getting 2 personal fouls, which is tough to do that when you're that aggressive defensively. 1 offensive rebound, he was a minus 20 and plus minus. Luke Kennard was taken out of the game as well. Played 32 minutes. He only had 7 points. They needed way more than that if they was going to win this one. He did go 3 of 8 from the field, which isn't the worst thing, but the problem was he's a shooter. And he went 0 of 3 from 3, and he only had 1 free throw, and he made it. But he also only had 2 assists, which also came with 2 turnovers and 3 rebounds. He had 3 personal fouls and finished as a minus 13 and plus minus. Maxi Kleber played 7 minutes. He ended up scoring at the free throw line once and then missed the other. So he had 1 point in the game. He still gave you 1 rebound, 2 assists, no turnovers, and a steal. His rebound was offensive, and he had a personal foul and finished as to the +1 in plus minus. Jaron Vanderbilt ended up giving you 8. He was one of the positives in the game. He went 4 of 6 from the field, all good looks for him. He also did miss his only 3, although that was a good look as well. Then he missed his free throw. He had 4 rebounds, 1 turnover, 1 steal, 2 offensive rebounds, no personal foul, was a -1 and plus minus. Jake LaRavia, 16 minutes. He ended up going 2 of 5 from the field, missed his only 3, and went 2 of 2 from the free throw line. He had 3 rebounds and 2 turnovers. He also got 1 block, 2 offensive rebounds, no personal fouls, and was a -14 in plus minus. It was an okay game from him, not the worst thing ever. Dalton Connect was able to connect on 2 threes, although he missed 1, and that's still good. I mean, 2 of 3 from the three-point line and 2 of 2 from the free throw line for 8 points in only 7 minutes. That's a solid game. He did have 3 rebounds, no turnover, and he also had no fouls and finished as a +4 and plus minus. Thero got ejected just like Ayton, but it just happened later in the game. But he still was able to make a shot from the field and made a free throw as well, since it was an and one, and that gave him 3 points in 6 minutes. He actually had a turnover and a personal foul, was a +4 and plus minus. Jackson Hayes, he was in foul trouble from the get go. When he was out there, he did play 15 minutes though. He finished one shot and then he missed the other. And then he went 0-2 from the free throw line. He did have 2 rebounds, no turnovers, and a block. But he also had 4 personal fouls and was a -4 and plus minus. Nick Smith Jr. played 7 minutes. He had 5 points. He went 2 of 5 from the field, 1 of 3 from the 3 point line. He had 1 turnover in the block, no personal fouls, and was a +4 and plus minus. And then Bronny James had a good game for his standards. He had 15 minutes. He had 5 points. He went 2 of 5 from the field, 1 of 4 from three. You're just happy that he's taking shots. You're happy that he's confident in himself a little bit more than last season, and he's really trying to make plays. He's kicking the ball out and dribbling more and trying to shoot more shots from the perimeter. So I'm liking his progress mentally. He had 2 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 turnover, 2 offensive rebounds, 2 personal fouls, and was a -1 and plus minus. And then the Houston Rockets, Jabari Smith Jr. and every starter ended up scoring in double figures, which they needed to do because they have been a big help or disadvantage how the game will go. And they did a good job defensively, and they did a good job offensively for the most part. Jabari Smith went 4 of 15 though from the field and 2 of 10 from three. He also went 6 of 6 from the free throw line. If they're going to win another game in this series or more, he's definitely going to have to score better and shoot better. He knows it. He's going to try to do that, obviously, but that's what he has to do to continue to get this series going longer. He did have 8 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 turnover, and 3 steals. He had 1 offensive rebound, 3 personal fouls, and was a +24 and plus minus. His defense wasn't the problem in this one. It was just the fact that he couldn't make shots, even if it was off the dribble or even if it was a catch and shoot. But somebody that really did a good job offensively was Tari Eason. No Kevin Wayne Durant, so he had to play. And he started and gave him 30 minutes. He played that and got 20 points and went 7 of 10 from the field, 2 of 5 from three, and 4 of 4 from the free throw line. So you have to be happy with how he played and how his shot making was going for him in this one. Got a lot of steals, so a lot of transition finishes, but he also was making his threes and his free throws. And getting 20 for him just feels like a breath of fresh air because you've been waiting for him to do that this entire series and throughout the regular season. So we'll see if he can do it again. 8 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 turnovers, 5 steals, 1 block, 1 offensive rebound, 4 personal foul, was a +31 and plus minus. You can tell that he really wanted to play hard and show what he can do. He was just fighting all game, even on the defensive end, and he didn't even care about getting fouls. He just wanted to be aggressive defensively, and he also wasn't shying away from scoring offensively. Şengün played a good game, 33 minutes, 19 points. He went 6 of 12 from the field, 7 of 13 from the free throw line. He kept staying near the basket, kept trying to score around the paint, trying to find a way to get good high percentage looks, even if he got bumped or touched or got a little bit more physicality coming back his way. And that's what the defenders have to do. They're not going to make it easy for you. He had 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 turnovers, are still in the block, 3 offensive rebounds, 3 personal fouls, and was a +7 and plus minus. And Amen Thompson had the jump shots and the drives going all night. 41 minutes for him, 23 points. He went 10 of 16 from the field, 3 of 3 from the free throw line. Sometimes they were just stuck, and he just found ways to get me the ball, and I try to find a way to put it in the basket. He had 4 rebounds and 7 assists. 7 assists ended up being the most on the team, and it was just good to see him just forcing the Lakers to make decisions. That's all you can try to do to make it difficult on them as defenders is make sure you have options when you get the ball, even if it means you got to fool them sometimes. He did have 4 turnovers though. 1 steal, 2 offensive rebounds, 2 personal fouls, was a -21 and plus minus. And then Reed Shepherd, 29 minutes for him. He gave you 17. He can have nights like this where the drives are going, the jump shot is going. He went 6 of 12 from the field, 4 of 7 from three. He's a steals guy, and he had 3 of them. And it's because he can play in the passing lanes and he got quick hands. He had 1 rebound, 3 assists, 1 turnover, 2 personal fouls, and was a +22 and plus minus. He might not be as efficient in the next one, but he still needs to be a guy that's making plays and making shots. And that's all they can really ask him to do. And that's what you want from him anyway. Jeff Green played 3 minutes. He didn't do anything but he had no turnovers, no personal foul, finish as a -4 and plus minus. Dorian Finney-Smith went 2 of 2 from the free throw line for 2 points, but he did go 0 of 2 from the field and missed his only three in 19 minutes. He had one rebound, no turnover, and a block. He also had three personal fouls. It was a -13 and plus minus. Jayshawn Tate, 3 minutes, 2 points for him. And he also had one rebound, no turnover, one offensive rebound, which was his only one, and two personal fouls was a -6. And plus minus did a good job of making that shot by the rim. Aaron Holiday blew a layup, but he still went 3 of 5 from three. He has to make shots because he's a solid shooter and a solid scorer. He just haven't shown it enough, or really haven't done it enough. But they're still letting him get out there. But he also had one assist, one steal, one block, one turnover. He also had no personal fouls and was a -1 and plus minus. So in a small amount of minutes that he might get, just make some shots and make some passes and just don't give up nothing easy if you can avoid it or stop it. That's all we want from you if you're a Rockets fan or just a fan of basketball that's trying to see a good game between these two teams. And then Josh Okogie was able to make a three, finish 1 of 2 from three, 2 of 5 from the field. He had 5 points. He had 4 rebounds. The 4 rebounds was the most off the bench. He had one assist, no turnovers. He also had 3 steals. He's out there for his physicality, his toughness, his competitiveness, and he also has always been known as a solid mobile defender. He had 3 offensive rebounds, 3 personal fouls, two, and was a +20 and plus minus. And then J.D. Davison played 3 minutes. He went 2 of 2 from the free throw line. He finished with 2 points. And he also gave you 2 rebounds, 2 turnovers, no personal foul, and was a -6 and plus minus. And then 81 field goals by the Rockets, 48% for them, 74% for, 74 taken by the Lakers. They shot 50%. The difference was the Lakers shot 22 threes, which is low for modern game. They shot 23% on top of that, while the Rockets shot 30, which was 8 more, but they also made 40% of theirs. That hurt it a lot. And then on top of that, the Rockets took 10 more free throws than the Lakers, which was 31 compared to the Lakers 21. But both teams shot 81%. And then the Lakers out rebounded them 37 to 35. But the Rockets ended up getting 19 assists while the Lakers got 23, and then 13 turnovers for the Rockets and 23, which is way too many to give up. But it happened because the Rockets had 17 total steals that gave them good high percentage of looks and easy opportunities to score and also get chances to pile up the lead, which they did. And the Lakers only had 6 steals, 4 blocks for the Rockets, 7 for the Lakers, 11 offensive rebounds for the Rockets, 10 for the Lakers, 24 defensive rebounds for the Rockets, 27 for the Lakers, 22 personal fouls for the Rockets, 20 for the Lakers. And you think about it and you say the Rockets had to play with this much energy, this much effort. I mean, they have games where they have done some things like this. That's why I picked them to win the series. I thought they'd be going for steals, swarming LeBron, trying to get the ball out of his hands, forcing him to be more of a passer instead of a guy getting easy opportunities, getting to the rim and playing off ball to do it and cutting and still being able to get his own shot. LeBron is great. He's going to have a better game. He's going to be more ready. He's going to hold himself accountable. He's going to make sure his teammates know what they need to do. The coaching staff is going to do the same. So it's not over. It's not going to be easy for the Lakers to walk into Staples Center and try to blow them out, but they're going to be more prepared. They got hit real hard in this one. They woke up and realized that we ended up winning the last one by a small margin, meaning the Rockets competed well against them and made it very difficult, but they still stood up and got it done like men. But they let this one go, and they knew that the hardest thing to do a lot of times is to close out a team, knowing that they have to win and they at home, and they going to take whatever they can take from you because they want to win and not get eliminated because they want to continue to be in the playoffs to have a chance to win a title. So the hardest thing to do, like I said, is closing out a team and putting them out. LeBron has done it so many times throughout his career, but at the same time, he has to do it again. Since he's still active, he's still playing, and he's still healthy, and he did take a beating in this one as well physically. But honestly and truthfully, they have to figure it out and how to and be prepared and be ready to take whatever the Rockets can take, will do to them, and try to go out there and beat them. Because the Rockets know for sure we got to win every single game in this series now since we close to being eliminated. And since the Lakers know that, they got to play a little smarter They got to make, better decisions when they have the ball in their hands, and they just got to make shots, create them and make them. They didn't do that enough, and they did things too obvious to where the Rockets was able to pick it up and pick them off. And those ended up hurting them so much they was not able to recover, and they conceded so early in the fourth quarter, saying, the Rockets, they got us. We got to just be ready for the next one. So we'll see what they do. Other than that, comment, like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell to get the analysis when it first come out. Y'all stay blessed up. Y'all stay good. Peace. And I'll see y'all later today with more analysis. But most likely tomorrow, because it don't seem like there's no news on Sunday since it's the last game for the playoffs. So I'll see y'all most likely tomorrow with playoff analysis and whatever might come up on Monday. Other than that, peace.